Good day, people. Today we'll be showing you how to make this sweet gate, like castle gate type thing, and this is the basic one that we're going to be building, and I say basic, you'll see why. So it's pretty cool. Let's open it. This is exactly what it does, and close. This uses command blocks, and these don't actually do anything. These droppers, they're just there for decoration. But that's what we're going to be building. You could go all out, so I was teaching my friend how to build one, and he decided to add sound and whatnot, and this is what it looks like. So close. So he added two of them, he added sound, and it's pretty cool. So before we start, I thought about remaking the system, but instead of adding fence, I would add wool. And that way you guys can see what's happening, and that way you will be less confused later on if you were to be confused. So this is the final setup, and this is what's happening. So I replaced it with wool so it was clear what was happening. So I'm running a fill command on this line and on this line, on this line, on this line. So basically this is what we're going to do, but with fence in this order. You could also run it in that order as my friend did it. And then once the fence is open like that, you're basically going to duplicate this part, and instead you're going to make it go like this. So from left to right and then from right to left. But from right to left, you're going to fill it in with air. So instead of doing wool, 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 or well, in this case, fence, 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 you're going to do air, 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 air. And that's going to make it, that's going to give it that nice animation. So right now I'm on 4 delays, but as my gate over there is on 1 delay, on 1 tick. And that's much faster. So that's that. Okay, so here we have our gate design, and we're basically going to want to set up the 4 command blocks to fill in these spaces. Now I made mine 3 wide so that I could have it in the middle. Preference only. Now as you've seen, I was able to place it between just 2 blocks, so really it doesn't matter how wide it is or what the deal is. This is just a concept of how it works. So what we're going to do to begin with, we're going to set up this first row of blocks first. So we're going to press F3 and look at where it says X, Y, Z and block. So we're going to start by typing in a command. So let's start off by clearing our chat. So F3 and D will clear your chat bar. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's easier to write a whole bunch of coordinates, and it's cleaner. That's all it is. So let's type this in. 485, 21 and negative 50. 550. Now you'll notice it says negative 550 in my XYZ, but when you're setting blocks in the negative, you're going to want to type not what your coordinates are, but what the block coordinates are. So here it says negative 550, but on the block it says negative 551, and that is what you're going to type in. So instead of 550, you're going to write 551. Okay, now press enter, and now it's saved. So really that's all we need. Let's just put a command block down. Actually, I'm going to go in the back right here. And then let me press T, go up, Control C, and then Control V. So let me just do /fill, and then it's gonna write /fill the first coordinate, then Control V once more, and then you want to add it to what you want the coordinate to end at. So that was confusing as hell. Let me just show you. So it starts at 21 and it's gonna end at 24, and after that you just write in fence or whatever you want. So let's just grab a button. That is not a button. Press F3, and now let's just place the button on here and let's hope it works. My goodness. Okay, so we got our first row. So we're just basically gonna duplicate this over and over. So earlier we're at negative 550. That's gonna be 549, 548, 547. So because it's a linear gate, meaning it's not random, you could literally just grab this coordinate, so basically this command block, and systematically decrease by 1 or increase or whatever your gate is facing. So let me just finish these command blocks. You don't need to see me do this 3 more times. I'll be right back. I finished placing all 4 blocks, and let's test them out. So first block, second block, third block, and fourth block. Okay, so I didn't even check my coordinates past this first row because I knew I was decreasing the Z value, or Z value. So here I'm at negative 550, 549, 548, and 547. And that was my coordinates, but the actual blocks start at 551, 550, 49, 48. Anyway, so since I know it's decreasing, in each one of them, you'll see it says fill 21 to 24. That I already knew by deduction. Now, notice where it says 551, 551. Here it's going to say 550, 550, 549, 549, and you get the drill, 548, 548. And that is it, really. So once you get all of these, you can activate them in a row, and it's going to fill them up. Alright, so I've just connected all 4 command blocks, and yeah, simple. So redstone, repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone, repeater. And now you can arrange the ticks for how slow you want it and whatnot. So let's just give it a look at what it looks like. Wonderful. Now, I've actually took these exact blocks and reversed the order. So let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did 4, 3, 2, 1. And in all of them, you'll notice here at the end it says fence, and at the end it says air. So air, air, and basically, well, all you would do is go in and do, and that's it. You just do that, reverse it, and then once you have the reversed version of the fill command, you have an opening and closing animation. So let me go over here, and in my other gates I have these buttons over here. You could always MacGyver it so that it's underground and whatnot, but I'll show you a way to make it wireless in case your wall is very, very thin and you don't want any wires showing or whatever. I'll show you how to do that. But right now, let's give it a look, what it looks like right now. I made it super slow so we kind of had the time to see what was happening. So this is open, close and open. Okay, so that's basically it for the gate. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the wireless buttons to activate these. So let me just jump right over. I'm just going to copy this line back here, and then I'm going to show you how to make the wireless button. Okay, so I just finished setting up the wireless button setup. So basically these buttons are going to open and close, and you can hide this small contraption underground and basically have this trigger at any distance you want. So let me just fast forward and add a nice little tune, and you can watch what I do. So all I do basically is use the set block command to set a redstone block and then set a block of air right above the redstone that's going to be over here. I currently have none because I need to place a block of wool to get the coordinates, because the redstone block, if I'm standing here, is going to spawn right over here, and that's what I want if the redstone is going to be there. Make sense? Okay. So there you have it. I just finished wiring it up. I hope you understand and it's very clear what's going on. If it isn't, please feel free to leave it in the comments. So yeah, that is basically it for this gate. I am going to cut away to these buttons hidden underground right over here. I just finished hiding them. So over here you'll see what's happening. Basically, you put a button on the block, and then the block powers the redstone. Redstone powers repeater. Repeater powers block. And then command block down here gets activated. And yeah, so once you hide that, it's hidden. Same deal over here. You do that, and then you have this happening. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was really simple. You can make this huge if you felt like it, and it wouldn't be that big at all. So right now, all this gate is literally these 2 sets of command blocks. Well, actually like 4. If you like it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do what you need. And yeah, as always, have a nice day. Until then.